Welcome to Battle League Versus. Welcome back to Battle League Versus, the arena where legends collide and only one walks away. Tonight's showdown is one for the history books, a clash of royalty, blades, and beasts. On one side, Wakanda's protector, the Black Panther, a king who fights with the power of gods in his veins. And on the other, Gerald of Rivia, the White Wolf himself, a professional monster slayer whose steel has ended nightmares across the continent. That's right, it's T'Challa versus Gerald. Vibranium versus Witcher Steel. A royal duel between Africa's greatest protector and the most dangerous monster hunter ever created. And no, this isn't going to end with an alliance or a handshake. Only one walks away. The victor. Let's start with King T'Challa, the Black Panther. He's not just another Marvel superhero. He's a monarch with responsibilities, armies, and the weight of an entire nation behind him. From Earth, he was raised not only as a prince, but as a warrior destined to guard Wakanda. The source of his superhuman abilities come from the legendary heart-shaped herb. This mystical plant laced with vibranium's strange properties gave T'Challa physical gifts far beyond normal humans. We're talking superhuman strength, blistering speed, heightened agility, and senses so sharp he can hear a pin drop across the battlefield or smell an ambush before it even begins. His reflexes? Imagine an Olympic sprinter combined with a world champion martial artist. Then crank it up to 11. Olympic athletes look like dial-up internet compared to T'Challa's fiber optic speed. Then there's the suit. Oh, the suit. Crafted from pure vibranium. It is one of the single most powerful pieces of equipment in all of comics. Vibranium doesn't just shrug off bullets, it laughs at them. Explosions, artillery, shockwaves. The suit absorbs kinetic energy, stores it, and then lets T'Challa release it into a devastating counterattack. Punch him, and you'll find yourself eating your own force back at double the strength. But T'Challa is more than power and gadgets. He's one of the most skilled hand-to-hand fighters, trained in countless martial arts, and refined through centuries of Wakandan warrior traditions. Combine that with his tactical genius, the kind that lets him outthink even the likes of Tony Stark, and you've got a fighter who's as dangerous with his mind as he is with his claws. Feats? He's fought off Captain America to a standstill, clashed with Iron Man, held his own against the Avengers, and commanded Wakanda's army with unmatched strategy. He's not just a king, not just a hero. He's an embodiment of Wakanda's strength. On the other side, we've got Gerald of Rivia, the Witcher, the White Wolf, the Butcher of Balvekin. If you've got a monster problem, you call Gerald. And if your grandmother saw him played by Henry Cavill, well, she'll probably call him every night in her dreams. Gerald was not born a Witcher. He was made into one through brutal trials and cruel alchemy. The trial of the grasses twisted his body and mind, mutating him into something more than human, but not quite monster. The result? Enhanced reflexes that let him dodge arrows mid-flight. Strength that lets him wrestle monsters bigger than houses. and stamina that allows him to fight for hours while most men would collapse in minutes. His senses are animalistic. He can track prey through the smell, hear heartbeats, and see in near total darkness. But what makes Gerald truly terrifying is his skill in swordsmanship. It's legendary, honed over decades of hunting everything from basilisks to vampires to dragons. He wields two blades, a steel sword for humans and a silver sword for monsters. Few foes can stand against him in direct combat. Then there's the magic. Simple, yes, but deadly. Witcher signs, Igni summons fire, Errol delivers a concussive blast of telekinetic force, Queen creates a shield that can absorb blows, Axiom manipulates the mind, bending weaker wills to his control. Yiden traps enemies in magic snares, slowing even the fastest foes. And let's not forget potions. Gerald brews toxic brews that temporarily push him past his limits. He prepares for each fight with the precision of a master assassin. His feats? Gerald has slain dragons, torn through armies of monsters, resisted poisons that would kill men instantly, and navigated the endless betrayals of kings, sorcerers, and destiny itself. He survived wars, curses, and prophecies. If anyone knows how to adapt and survive, it's the White Wolf. So how does this all shake out? Let's break it down. On raw skill, Gerald may actually have the edge. His life is combat. He's a professional duelist, a monster hunter, a mercenary who has fought more unique enemies than most heroes ever dream of. His ability to read opponents, to counter their moves, and to exploit weaknesses is second to none. Against any mortal fighter, Gerald is a nightmare. But here's the problem. Black Panther isn't mortal. T'Challa's strength, speed, and reflexes already surpass Gerald's mutations. While Gerald dodges arrows, T'Challa dodges automatic gunfire. Gerald can wrestle monsters, but T'Challa has fought beings who make monsters look like appetizers. Then there's the armor, Vibranium. The Vibranium would render Gerald's swords nearly useless. Steel? Bounces off, maybe? Silver? Shatter? Gerald's biggest advantage is preparation. He studies enemies, brews potions, and sets traps. But how do you prepare for a king who doesn't fit into any category you've faced? He's not a beast, not a human, not even a sorcerer. He's a superhero backed by near indestructible tech. Gerald thrives on exploiting weaknesses, but T'Challa doesn't give him any. In the end, while Gerald might prolong the fight with clever tricks and sheer skill, the outcome is inevitable. Black Panther's superhuman edge, vibranium protection, and tactical brilliance simply outclasses the Witcher's arsenal. Eventually, Gerald tires, his potions fade, and his sword falls to pieces. The verdict? The King of Wakanda. He takes the crown. Gerald of Rivia fought valiantly, but against claws sharper than silver and armor stronger than steel, the White Wolf meets his end. The winner is Black Panther. Wakanda forever. And that's the battle. Black Panther claims victory over the Witcher, but don't get too comfortable. Next week, we're going big. No kings, no mercenaries, no monsters. We're going cosmic. Son Goku versus God of Thunder himself, Thor. Energy Blasts versus Lightning Bolts. Saiyan Pride versus Asgardian Fury. Trust me, this one's gonna shake the heavens. Until then, this has been Battle League Versus. 2 legends enter, 1 legend leaves.